What? I don't have a potting bench, so this is what I resorted to. This cyclamen is suffering. I don't know why. I have to suspect it's something going on with the roots because I've looked under all of the leaves. I've been cutting off all the yellow leaves, and I have no fucking idea what's wrong with you. So basically, we're just gonna take it out of a pot. I have some materials here. This is hydrogen peroxide mixed with water because I didn't want the highest concentration of hydrogen peroxide. You can use this to disinfect your scissors, which you'll need to cut off dead leaves. And you can also use this to prevent more root rot because it'll dry up the remaining roots. Do not use it on baby roots because it will kill them. So I've got it out of the pot, and as you can see, it's still in the root ball from the nursery, and the roots look relatively healthy. There's not a whole bunch, this is just how cyclamen roots look most of the time. I'll have to dig through it to find what's wrong with it. The soil for cyclamens likes to be moist, not wet, and it's completely, I have no idea what's wrong with it. It might have gone into shock when I repotted it. I have no idea, but I'm looking for root rot and I don't see any. There's a little bit, but that'd be fine. I got this a couple weeks ago. I'm really not entirely sure what's wrong with it. It could have gotten shocked from cold, or the temperature had decided to get too low in my room, or the humidity was off. Anything really could have happened to it at this point, since I can't find very much root rot to tell me what's wrong with it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut off all of the sick and yellowing leaves and all of the leaves that are laying over because they are not firm stems, so that's just not a good thing that you want to see. Because this stem is a healthy stem right here. You want it to be able to return to the position that it was in. It's got a firm stem, and this stem is obviously not healthy. The leaf is yellow. This still has a green leaf. You can see it starting to yellow around the base right here, but it's also not a healthy stem because it's not firm, it's very malleable, and it's very squishy. I really have no clue what's wrong with it. This one came off very easily. I did not even put any effort into that. It is trying to bloom, so that tells me that the roots have to be healthy even through the dirt, the root ball, because if there's a bloom here and it's alive, it's a living bloom, it has to have healthy roots. That's a good thing that you always want to see. I might actually cut the blooms off so it can put more energy into making new leaves, because as it stands right now, I have about 4 healthy leaves. This is also my first time dealing with a sick cyclamen. I've only ever had to deal with healthy ones in the nursery, so I really don't know what the protocol is when it comes to cyclamens. I'm a newbie at cyclamens. I can't really tell you much else. She's so ugly! Okay, so I've cut off all the bad leaves, and I've left on 2 blooms, I believe. These blooms have very firm stems, and I'm just gonna see if they keep the firm stems. The ball, which is right there, it's what I'm assuming is a bulb. And, I left on 3, I didn't know. Okay, so the bulb is very firm, so it tells me that nothing's rotted. I really have no idea what happened. I'm glad I took it out of the pot to check because it will never hurt that much to take it out of the pot. You just don't want to screw with the roots too much because you'll put it into shock. So I'll just put it back in its pot, and I can even reuse this soil now, so that's a good thing. I'm going to throw away all the old leaves, all the old and bad grime and just weird stuff, and I don't even have to use my hydrogen peroxide. Alright, I've watered her in. We're going to see how she does. I'll keep you all updated. What you want to do with bulb plants is you want to leave the bulb slightly exposed because that will prevent rot further. Never forget to put your fucking tags back! There, now I'll always know what she is, even if I forget her name. And to prevent diseases, always disinfect your plant scissors. Hydrogen peroxide's good for that. Be free!